First of all, it was an honor to be playing at Chick-Fil-A Peach Bowl. These guys have been phenomenal. The accommodations, the welcome, the hospitality, the food obviously has been phenomenal. Practice facilities, hotel, everything's been great. We arrived yesterday. The guys had a dinner. We had a little team meeting. Everybody was in the curfew 100% early, ready to go. Everybody was early to the meetings today. We had a tele-truth Monday practice. We practiced in the dome. There's a different feeling about this team this week. This is a playoff game for us. You can feel the intensity retching up. It's pretty good. Focusing on the detail was very good today. So we're excited to be here. Very pleased with our coaching staff, the way they're working. We have our wives, we have our family here, but everybody knows it's a playoff game and we're coming to win it.
Any update on the status of Clyde?
You know, Clyde's a little bit better than we thought. You know, he's off the crutches and off the scooter. We're going to see if he can do something tomorrow. It's going to be a day-by-day deal, but I promise you this, a little bit better than what I thought about last week. So he has a chance to play. I don't know if he's going to play. It'll be day by day.
Go ahead with your questions.
Coach, obviously a lot of people are sitting on the couch in their pajamas and stuff for Christmas, but you guys are more intense than ever. So how do you have that dynamic with the team this week?
Yeah, I do believe that, when we took off Thursday, I think the coaches went home with their families Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and some of the guys went home and had Christmas with their families. And obviously, Christmas is going to be another day for us. Obviously, we're going to honor it because of his birthday of Jesus Christ. No question about that. But there won't be a lot of big festivities. It's going to be a practice day. It's going to be a work day for us.
As you're moving day to day with Clyde, how are you preparing the other running backs in the offense?
Yeah, they all playing. All three of them are getting reps. All of them are playing. All of them are getting ready to go. All three of them.
Coach, we currently have three different quarterbacks with three distinct styles. What can you say about his ability to really cater to what his quarterback strengths are?
He's a phenomenal coach, phenomenal offensive coach. He has a great scheme. I think the scheme plays a lot into it, but obviously he has great talent, and he adjusts his scheme according to his quarterback. Jalen is a fantastic quarterback, fantastic runner. He's going to be very difficult to stop.
You look at how John after retirement is playing some freshman out of development. How would you evaluate from start to finish?
Yeah, John had a problem with fumbling the football at the beginning of the year, so he lost some reps there, but he has worked hard on it, fine. They're two different running backs like thunder and lightning. I think Tyron's been the most consistent back, can run the football in the middle, can get to the outside. John has the ability to break the long one. He has a little bit better speed than Tyron. And also Chris Curry. Chris has come along. Chris is a very bruising back, a dominating back. So I think all three of those guys do different things. With Clyde, he did everything well. He blocked well, he ran inside, ran outside, and caught the football well. But we're going to have to adjust if Clyde doesn't play and rotate those backs to do what they can do best.
Mentioning how versatile Clyde was, did y'all run into an issue with maybe Dick going off in some ways? One guy.
No, I don't think so, because I don't think they know our backs. I don't think they know what our backs can do like we know. And obviously, we're not going to do the same thing with the same back end every time. We're going to switch things up.
Coach, can you speak on the importance, significance of two transfer quarterbacks, successful
Yeah.
transfer quarterbacks, two Heisman finalists in a playoff game?
Yeah. I think the transfer rule for graduate assistants is really good. For graduate students, is really good. I think there's some cases where a young man ought to transfer if the situation for him at that school is not right. And obviously on the other end, with coaches, we have to choose the right transfers. And obviously we got it right and they got it right. Two fantastic young men that got their opportunity, made the best of it. And I'm proud of Jalen Hurts. I know him. I think he's a great young man. I got to meet him at a couple of deals. He has great parents, outstanding character, and obviously very proud of Joe, what he's done. Those two guys are very similar in character and team players.
And there was a time in college football where you didn't have to have an elite quarterback maybe to win a national
Yeah.
championship. Is that time over in college?
I think so. I think that, I've been fortunate to be a national championships, and two at Miami and two at USC, and we had great quarterbacks. Two of them were Heisman Trophy winners. Three of them were Heisman Trophy winners out of the four. So, they make a difference, obviously.
Coach, how has Joe Burrow handled winning the Heisman Trophy and everything that
Yeah.
went over the last week or so?
Yeah, I think he's been fine. I think he's a little tired. When he got back, obviously a little tired. We rested him last week a bunch, but I think he's fine. He's back to normal now and ready to go.
Coach, who's the best team you played this year?
Who's the best team we played? I'm going to say Alabama. Alabama and Auburn, Florida. Those three guys were very good.
Not just Joe, I guess, but the team. Y'all swept a bunch of awards. The O-line just got an award. You had some time off. What did their focus level look like today?
Been phenomenal. It started with me. I think the intensity in the meeting with myself and the focus and talking to them about why we're here and what we're going to do and what's the expectation. The LSU standard of performance. And there's not a lot of free time to where guys are going out and visit the town and stuff like that. We're here to win a game, and we're going to prepare. And I think that these guys know how to prepare. And today's been a phenomenal start.
Weeks that you guys have had to prepare from this house, Dave Aranda coached those weeks in preparation.
He's got a lot of stuff in. And he's got a lot of ammunition. And Dave's a great game day caller. Obviously, we can't run it all. But I think that today was one of our better days as far as technique-wise, and we've been seeing their plays. They have a lot of plays. You can't rep every play, but we've been repping their top plays, and our guys have fit it well. But obviously with this team, you got to tackle. You got to tackle one-on-one in space. You got to tackle Jalen. You got to cover CD, and if you do cover them, you got to tackle them. So it's going to come down to winning your one-on-ones and tackling.
You mentioned ammunition. Is that kind of the story this year? Is that he has more of it now?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've been more creative on third down. We started attacking more on third down. Our third down package has been more. We're causing more turnovers, getting more sacks. But with this team, you have to stop the run. There's no question that you have to stop the run first.
What stands out about the job James Craig has done turning this?
Phenomenal. A+. Again, on vacation, James didn't take 1 day of vacation. His offensive line worked out 4 days a week at 6 o'clock in the morning. He was with them every day. And the times that, you have 2 hours that you can coach them, he used those 2 hours every time, every week. John Robinson, who's a big-time consultant for him as an offensive line guy, sat in every meeting. Now, he doesn't coach him. He listens up. He came to me about 3 weeks in camp. He said, Coach, I'm going to tell you what. You have an excellent offensive line coach. He is building something special. The guy's got camaraderie, led by Lloyd Cushenberry and D-Lou. Now that we got everybody healthy, Sadiq's playing and Austin's playing, we got some backups. Just proud of what they've done. Obviously, we got more to go, but so far those guys have been excellent.
You told us all season long how they were a big question mark, or the biggest question mark.
Yeah.
What was it like when they won that award?
Yeah, it was very rewarding. And, Lloyd said, and we all of us get that. And the good thing about it, we use it as internal motivation. And anytime people question you, if you're learning, use it as internal motivation, it works. So they had great leadership. Lloyd mentioned that. I think he took the offensive line this summer and said, hey, man, we're the question mark of this team. We're going to turn it into positive by the way we work, and we'll keep our mouth shut. And those guys did it.
Obviously, a lot of coaches, a lot of places. If the guys who have taken bringing in Joe Brady to the office as well as Steve Enns making it. What about you, Steve told you that you'd be able to deal with it, and not only deal with it from
Yeah.
an ego standpoint, but
Yeah.
make it successful?
Well, I've known Steve since 1979. I was Steve's a graduate assistant coach at McNeese. He and I have been friends. I trust Steve, and I really trust him as a person. I trust him as a coach. And, again, we didn't score any points against Alabama. It was a low point. And I told him, I said, listen, we got to go to a spread. And he said, you're right. And I said, are we receptive? You're going to be receptive, someone coming in and teach us the spread? He said, yes, I will. When Steve tells you yes, it means yes. And obviously Joe came in. Steve worked his tail off to learn the new terminology, the new words. He calls most of the plays. He's done a fantastic job. Him and Joe have meshed perfectly. There's no egos with both of those guys. It's not us. It's we. They work great together. Steve has been the MVP of the whole deal.
Jacob Phillips is the guy that you guys flipped for you over 3 years ago. How important was that for you then, and how important has he been to LSU the last 3 years?
Can you say that again?
Jacob Phillips is the guy that you guys flipped from
Yeah.
Oklahoma 3 years ago. How important was that flip for you guys then? And
Was really important. Boy, especially at that time, we needed some middle linebackers. And, Jacob was the number one player in the state of Tennessee. He called me and says, Coach, I need you to come see me. I got on a plane. I was there the next morning. And his mom and daddy trusted us. They love Dave Aranda. They love the scheme. Jacob has been one of the best players we've had on our football team. He's a great young man, great character. I'm glad we got him.
Last week, you signed a quarterback in the morning, by the afternoon, he was Grayson
How about that?
Where does that conversation begin?
Yeah. His family has had a plan. His high school coaches had a plan. They're very aggressive. They own into the rules, into everything. And TJ is very motivated. And it was totally legal. We went through compliance. We got it done. That's the first time that's ever been done. And you know what? TJ has come to every football practice that he can since he's been off of school. So it's wonderful to see. We expect other mid-year graduates to come see us a little bit later on if we do have another game. And we're going to get as many mid-year graduates at our practice as we can. I don't know yet. But 3 or 4 or 5, obviously, and maybe in January. They have to be on campus, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's very important. Many times you can get in our meetings, many times you can get an installation, learning the play, and seeing the speed of practice. I think it's important. And it's important to have mid-years.
Coach, it appears that Oklahoma's going to be without a few players. When you're game planning for the Sooners, do you even consider that, or do you still prep for those guys as if they're playing?
And I'm sure Coach Riley has the same thing. We have a next man up theory. We put 11 men on the field and we fight like tigers and we don't blink. And I'm sure those days, this is a top program. They've done a great job recruiting. I'm sure the next guy is chomping at the bit, may have his best game. So we don't even factor that in, and say, hey, this is going to be advantage. It's not going to be advantage. We're going. And again, it's never going to be about our opponent. It's always about us and the way we execute.
Time for 2 more guys.
Here's what he told me. Here's exactly what he told me, because I wanted to put it in. I liked it. He says, Coach, you have to be committed to it. And you have to run it a lot, because you're going to see a lot of different defense. People are going to try to stop it all different ways. So we practice it, and we practice as many looks as we possibly can. So obviously, anything that we do, I do believe he won't be surprised by what we're doing. But I think it's not what you do, it's how you do it. You got to have a play on the quarterback. You got to have a play on the tailback. You got to follow the counter, not follow the counter, spill the counter, squeeze the counter. You guys got to play good inside. It's all about how you do it.
You watched it a lot, so how important is it to their offensive abilities?
It's the number one play on offense. It's their number one play on offense, their number one run play that you have to stop. If you don't stop it, he's going to keep running at you.
Last question over here.
Cole, 3 weeks go by, playing Georgia in this game. How much of a challenge, how much anxiety does it create to try to have the same team that played Georgia play this game?
Yeah, I think that we needed the rest, first of all. I think the rest was good. I went home Thursday. I got home in my home in Mandeville at 3 o'clock, and I woke up at 8 o'clock the next morning. So I knew if I was tired, my players were tired. So we always took some time out. But I think you come in here, we're excited. We're in the same hotel. You go into the Dome today and you see college football, playoffs, semifinals, the magnitude of the football game. Everybody's awareness and alertness is heightening. I don't think there's any anxiety. There's a sense of confidence, but a sense of, no, we got to go get the job done.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Go Tigers.
All right, players for evaluation.